Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. What I guess today is a video showing you guys the real way or the easiest way to get nuclears in Black Ops 4. In my opinion, in this game, nuclears are not really that satisfying. Nothing really happens when you get one. It is just a medal. No one really dies when you call it in or anything like that. You can't even call it in. Again, it's just a medal that pops up on your screen. But if you want to go for a nuclear challenge, or if you want to get your first nuclear, or if you want to go for like 100 nuclears, whatever the case is, this video can help you out with that. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks that I've been using, and a lot of my friends use, and pretty much get nuclears every other match. So if you guys are new to this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. So starting off first, the first tip I have for you guys is 1. Use AAR. In this game, ARs right now are more dominant in my opinion. The subs are good, the subs are really good at close range and kind of medium range, but if you want to go for a nuclear, most of the gunfights you will be taking, at least in my mind, are from a long range, depending on what map you play. For example, like Slums or Summit or any other maps, most of the lines of sight are really long range, so, you know, with the SMG you're kind of limited what you can do. With the AR, you can kind of post up, you can kind of use cover and sit on a hit glitch, whatever, and just go for a nuclear, especially if it's your first one, especially if you haven't got one before. Again, ARs are just a better choice. The top 2 choices I would say for ARs right now is either A, the Vapor, or the Vape, whatever you want to call it, and also the ICR are really good. They're both very accurate, they do insane amount of damage, and they're pretty easy to use. Again, they are really good at close range, medium range, long range, so you have a pretty much perfect package with those 2 weapons. The next thing I do want to say is either play with a full team or play with someone, because playing with someone is going to be a lot easier, kind of communicating and calling out where the team is spawning or which lane you have to watch and stuff like that. A full team is the best option, but again, if you don't have everyone online, or if you want to do this, with a little bit of a challenge, again, playing with 1 person or 2 people is really helpful. And playing solo, you could get it, but again, if this is your first time getting a nuclear, if you haven't really got one before, then playing with someone is your best case. The next thing I do want to talk about is game modes, and in my opinion, Domination or KC are the best game modes right now to get a nuclear or just get a lot of kills. If you can get something like Domination on Jungle, Slums, or Summit, you will be set. Those maps are really good. You guys mostly know them already from Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2. And I don't know, just those maps in my mind are just the best, especially Jungle. If you can get a 5-man team or a 6-man team and just play Jungle on KC or either, Domination, whatever, you can really get a nuclear really fast, really easy, and just try out those game modes, try out those maps, and see if you can get lucky. As for the score streaks, this is where a big part comes in getting a nuclear. So the one thing you always want to have is a strike team. I'm not really sure if you guys know this or not, but a strike team actually counts towards your nuclear. Whenever they get kills, it counts towards your medal. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure if it's meant to be like this or if it's a bug. But again, if you have a strike team, you can call them in, kind of chill back, kind of camp, and pretty much let your strike team do all the work. They do go in, especially if you play Domination and you call them in, in the beginning of the round or the middle of the round. They will go in, they will get you a lot of kills, and again, it's a little bit easier to use them than just getting all the 30 gun kills by yourself. The final tip I have for you guys is use Recon as your specialist. Now this is something that is a must in my opinion, because 1, you get the vision pulse, which is really overpowered. You can see people through walls, you can see when they're coming, when they're spawning and stuff like that. So when you're playing and you're on that streak, that thing is going to pretty much save your life. Especially if you're in their spawn, you get the vision pulse, you can call it in and kind of see all around you where they're spawning and if you can push a certain way or not. And the next thing that you get that's really helpful is a sensor dart. This is pretty much like your personal UAV, personal radar that you can put it on the floor wherever you are. And it's going to show you a radius. If anyone's coming, if anyone doesn't have ghost, they will show up on the radar. So even if you don't have UAVs in the air, even if you're playing by yourself or with randoms, you guys know how it goes. The randoms never get UAVs, they never really help you out. So again, you can put this down on the floor and just have a little radius around you, and you can tell pretty much whenever someone's coming and stuff like that. So again, Recon is probably the best choice if you're going for nuclears. Anyways, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trust you, okay, give you real address. I can't trust you, okay.